Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2014 Jayco Precipt triple slide full feature motorhome. This is a really nice one. It's clean and shiny on the outside. The awnings are covered. Sometimes on Jayco they don't have fabric toppers over the awning, and that's a really big deal. I'll talk about that in a minute. It has the instant hot water heater, so it's, or some call them a tankless water heater. So as you use water, you don't have to endure hot and cold in normal conditions. I'll explain that when I get to it. It's got backup camera and side cameras. It's got a towing package. It's in really nice clean condition. It's got a roof access ladder. Over here you have your outside TV and your patio awning. It's got a large outside entertainment center with an outside stereo, outside TV, and you can aim the TV in the direction where you want to view it. It just doesn't look just straight out. Instant hot water heater or tankless water heater, working good. Large bus style cargo compartments. If you look at C-class motorhomes, they have little tiny compartments. These are big compartments, and you have a lot of them down both sides of the motorhome. So there's actually a whole lot of storage in this motorhome. The floor plan is the 31 UL, and as I back up towards the sun, you're going to get a diagram of the floor plan, and here's the specifications as well. So if you want to know how tall is it, how long is it, how wide is it, how much is the tank capacity, it's right here on the specifications. Just pause the video. By the way, are you watching this video on your little phone? Don't do that. Go get your biggest TV from your living room and open up the YouTube app, or at least on a computer monitor, but I recommend the YouTube app on your big giant TV in your living room that you watch all the movies on. Open up the biggest TV you've got with a YouTube app and search for my channel. My channel is My Best Car Com, as you see on the graphics on the screen, and you can watch this video right there on my channel on your big TV. That makes it easy. So there's 3 slide outs on this motorhome. Going back to that, and then we're going to go inside, we're going to go underneath, we're going to take a look at the roof. Here's some pictures of the roof on this as well. You have awnings over the slide out, and these are really fancy ones. They have metal shrouds to protect the fabric, so as the motorhome ages, with the slides closed, the fabric is protected so it doesn't crack and have to be replaced frequently. Jayco is notorious for making RVs with no awnings over the slide out, and the big disadvantage of that is if you go park at your really nice campground and you have some trees overhead for some shade and birds and squirrels and all those wonderful things in the trees, then the little acorns fall on top of your motorhome and the leaves and things like that. If you don't have that slide topper awning, then when you put the slide in, all those little acorns are sitting on top of your slide out on the inside. So as soon as you start driving and you slam on the brake, all the acorns end up on your back. This system avoids that, so the acorns will not fall on your back when you step on the brake. The acorns fall on the slide topper awning, and then they roll off to the side when you put the slide out. So you do have a sturdy roof access ladder. We just re-aimed the backup camera to perfection, where I think it's perfectly aimed. That's your backup camera over there. You have your main patio awning. Let's open that up. So with a little switch right here inside the driver's door, I'm opening up the main patio awning. It rained yesterday, so there's a little bit of water falling off of it. We're gonna leave it open. So the power awning works perfect, but we found a couple of pinholes in the old fabric, so we replaced that black looking fabric with brand new tan and black on the top and white on the bottom fabric. It's a little bit better visibility in the awning patio area at night with the LED light strip. We replaced the LED light strip with a brand new one as well, so it lights up real nice at nighttime. Power awning, it's a little bit higher quality unit, and it's height adjustable. There's a little knob right here, and there's another one over there. If you release that knob, you can pull the awning down. As you see, this awning is up really high. You can park a vehicle underneath it. That would be no problem. But if the sun is over here on the campground side and you lower the awning height a little bit, you get a little bit more shade in those conditions. And that adjustment nut, you can loosen it, pull the awning down, and tighten it. That's what that's for. The appearance is very good on this motorhome. If you look at a lot of 2014s, you're going to see the condition is not good, but this one is excellent condition inside and out. We actually did a lot of service on it. We resealed the roof. It has all weatherproof vent covers, and it has 2 AC units on the roof. And this one has the 5,500 watt quiet generator. Some of these motorhomes have the really noisy 4,000 watt generator. This is the quiet 5,000 watt, more powerful generator, so you can enjoy yourself quietly. Some say those generators are quiet enough you can run them in national parks or state parks, and you won't get the rangers upset with you. I don't promise that. I like full hookup campgrounds myself, but you could take this to primitive campgrounds, for example in the middle of the desert somewhere, or by the beach. A lot of the beachfront campground sites are primitive, but you have enough battery capacity. The inside lighting on this coach is all LED, and we didn't like the LED lighting that it had, so we upgraded it to a brighter LEDs. They're brighter and they use less power, so it has new 2023 interior LED lighting, which works much nicer. You don't have to turn them all on at the same time. That way you can just turn on a few and you have a lot of light inside and very little power consumption. So going inside the 31 UL floor plan motorhome, we have 3 slide outs. They're all open right now. One on the campground side, 2 on the driver's side. We have swivel captain's chairs. Driver's seat is power, and the passenger seat is also a power adjusting seat. That's pretty rare. They're both power seats on this motorhome. You have a sofa over there, you have a dinette over there. That's also unusual, where you can sit on both sides of this floor plan. So if you're driving by, the exciting look out the window stuff is on either side and you're not sitting in the front, you can go to either side and look out the window. Now the TV is an electric pop-up TV. It comes up in front of the window, but at the press of the button it retracts down and then you can look out the window. The refrigerator is a large 4-door absorption refrigerator. With all the power outages we're having here in California where I am, this is a better way to go, because even if your power goes off, the refrigerator still works on propane. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, parked in the desert, not plugged in, the refrigerator will still work, even if the generator is off. The generator's on right now. We have a queen size bedroom with the bedroom slide open. You could still sleep in this bed even if the slide is closed. Like if you have a house where you have a tight side yard or something and you got to park it out there and you really need some guests to sleep in the RV for some reason, you could. Some RVs have a ledge that covers over the bed. This one you could still do it. We have a bedroom TV, nice big TV in the bedroom. This is also unusual. The closet doors are sliding closet doors in the bedroom, which they're very high-end, kind of like what you would see in the diesel pushers style. They take a little bit of initiative to open them so that they don't come flying open when you're driving. The bathroom, you have a shower on one side. When you open the bathroom door here, you have privacy from the door. When the coach is level like it is right now, the door stays. And then the toilet area over here. And let's look over here on this wall. There's lots of switches over here. This is the important one. This is your continuous hot water, tankless water heater temperature zone. So what, if you're not familiar, and most people aren't, this is how it works. You turn on the hot water in the shower. Don't even turn on the cold water, just the hot water, and you adjust the temperature, warmer or colder, that's comfortable for you from here. And then you can take a nice warm toasty shower with comfortably warm water using the instant hot, and it only gets as hot as you need it. And then you don't even have to use a cold to take your shower. You can, or you could just use hot and cold and play with the knobs like old school. But if you dial this in the way you like it and leave it there, it's a pretty nice setup. The wood cabinets, everything looks really good in this motorhome. We actually changed, it had LED lighting, but it had really lousy LED lighting, and we changed these light fixtures to newer, brighter, state-of-the-art LED lighting because I need good lights to film my videos. And these use less power and they're brighter, and they have switches so you can turn off one or both. They have wall switches too, so you can of course just use the wall switches. But if you're out in the middle of the desert or somewhere dry camping, they call it, where you need the bare minimum power consumption, you could turn off and just use minimal light, so you're not draining your batteries in these dry camping situations. But if you're at a full hookup campground, it doesn't matter. I like full hookup campgrounds, but some of the very nice campgrounds are more primitive, where you may want to go. It's up to you how you want to camp. This is a very nice bed. It has a brand new mattress protector, state-of-the-art, you know, cool memory foam mattress protector. That's brand new. This comforter is brand new, never slept on before. We have the package. This is included in the motorhome, comes with it. There's a lot of storage drawers in this motorhome, and they're all nice and clean. This was not a rental unit. It's in really good shape, nice and clean. One family owner, not a rental owner, a family owner. You got to watch out for that too. As you look at different motorhomes, you'll say, oh, it has 20,000 miles, or it has 30,000 miles, or it has 50,000 miles, or it has 70,000 miles, whatever. There's a lot of motorhomes that were used as rentals. This one was not. Everything is clean, nice and tight and tidy. So sofa, bed, sleep area here. Dream dinette here turns into a bed. No front electric bed. Some people like the electric front beds. Some people think they're a nightmare and they give you a lot of trouble, and they dangle over your head when you're driving. This one does not have one. It has a touch screen, really nice stereo with navigation and everything on it. Side view cameras. ice cold air conditioner on 3 zones. Dash air works when you're driving with the generator off. Roof air conditioner works when the generator is running or when you're plugged in. And bedroom air works when you're plugged in or with the generator running. And if you go to a nice campground, you may only need to open the windows and turn on the roof vents without even using air conditioning and just have some cool circulation. You have a fantastic fan here. This is a really nice fan overhead. It keeps you cool. Your slide out controls are hidden in this compartment, and this one has auto generator start system, so you can set the auto generator start system to come on automatically as needed if your batteries get too low. It has an inverter. The inverter is actually under the bed in the power center there, but you have an on switch right here. When you turn on the inverter, your TVs and your outlets work even when you're parked in the middle of nowhere without running the generator. So when you're not plugged in and you're not running the generator, the inverter takes the car batteries, which are your house batteries, and inverts that electricity to power your outlets and your TVs and everything like that. Now this dining table is a really nice one, wood top. This locks in position and holds it in the up position, or it releases and then it goes down like an elevator, and then using these cushions you turn this into a bed sleeping area. Has cup holders in it too. This little bolt here, the kitchen has an extending extra counter space area. So if you put this away like so, and then put the bolt in there and secure it for travel, that's if you need it. You have extra counter space. You pull that out and you can use it. Has a really nice kitchen sink over here. Corian countertops. These are high quality, all Corian countertops with Corian sink covers. Some RVs just have the laminate countertops. Now we've asked our housekeeper to go through and clean up everything, a professional housekeeping company to come through and clean everything up, and so that's all been done for you. So the window shades on this one are day and night blackout curtains. So this is your day shades. They're roller shades, they roll up, or night shade and day shades, double rollers, so they'll protect your upholstery. Speaking of which, the upholstery was all redone in this one, not by me, by the previous owner, because unfortunately these newer RVs, they all go bad. The upholstery goes bad if they have sun exposure. Next thing you know, you're sitting in the RV and then the upholstery material is all over your back. That's a really common problem, and it has to do with a lot of reasons which I won't get into here, but this has already been redone. They actually redid all the upholstery, which is really what you have to do if you have that problem. So those $5,000–6,000 expense is done for you. You don't have to worry about it. As we zigzag back and forth through the motorhome, people want to see how much space there is with the slides closed. So right here for the bedroom is the slide switch. On this motorhome, you can run the slides with the engine running and the parking brake set, which is nice because it's important to have a lot of voltage in the system when you run the slides to avoid difficulties. Many manufacturers don't allow that, which is not something I agree with, but I didn't build those motorhomes, so I can't set the rules. When you move your slide, you make sure nothing's in the way. Remember, make sure you don't have anything in the way that's gonna go crunch when you close the wall like on an Indiana Jones movie. And then over here, the slide comes in no problem. And if you forget to check, and this, you can hear the rubber seals rubbing, they're sealed, this seal's really tight. We've been in a dust storm and we didn't get any dust inside, which is really nice. It's sealed really well. So we're gonna move the other one, make sure nothing's in the way. If you forget and you make something go crunch, it's better be safe than sorry. So when the wall come in, you still have room to walk. It's a little bit tight because it opens big and deep. If I put my arm up here, this is a full arm's length. This is about 30-inch deep slide. This one is probably a 18-inch deep slide, pushing, so you have more than 8 feet opened up when the slides open up, which is pretty nice. I mentioned earlier you could still sleep on this bed even with all the slides closed. Here you go. You have room to sleep on this bed with the slides closed. So if push came to shove and you didn't make it to your campground, or a tsunami wiped out Los Angeles and you want to sleep in the RV while you're evacuating, whatever, you got room to sleep there. You could also sleep here, turn this dinette into a sleeping area. With the slide closed, you still have room, and a small person could sleep there in this configuration. So it's a lot tighter with the slides closed, but this is what you get when you're driving. But the restroom, on the other hand, is exactly the same. The slides do not interfere with your restroom access. You still have full access to the restroom with the slides open or closed. No interference with that. Many RVs, the slides close and then the restroom door barely opens. You know, just you gotta try to squeeze through, but that's not a problem here because the restroom is not affected. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open the slide up again. Demonstrate it works. Slides are working perfect. The water system is working perfect on this coach. We serviced everything to make sure that when you buy it, you're not going to be frustrated. We don't want you to be frustrated. A lot of dealers, when you buy a used coach, they say, well, it's as is, where is? Which is still true with this one. This is sold as is, but we did try really, really hard to make sure that you don't have to fix anything. And most of the dealers don't do that. They say, bring it to our service department, and whatever it costs to fix what you don't like, we'll pay half, you pay half. But then you're paying half of $200 an hour, which means you're paying $100 an hour. Plus, if the parts cost $10,000, that means you're still paying $5,000 for parts and labor. You're paying half is kind of sucks. So if you buy something like this specific coach that I'm selling, you may find that you can go camping tonight and not have to go make any trips to the service repair center for a long time, for years. Brand new tires, roof is serviced, so there should be no roof leaks. The seals are tight, everything's working, the lights are great, batteries are new, generator's running smoothly. We're running generator right now because the building we're plugged into has no electricity because the power is shut off, because we're in Southern California and we have a power shut off. Let's see if this TV goes down like it's supposed to. There's a little switch here. So if I lower the little switch, the TV disappears, and then you have a window. Hit the switch and go the other way. I do recommend using two hands to make sure everything lines up correctly. So you have a retracting television, and notice the picture worked all the way up, all the way down. You should turn it off before you do that if you're going to put it away. The microwave oven is a convection microwave. That means it bakes like an oven, or it cooks like a microwave, or both. So the cool thing about a convection microwave is you can preheat it to 350 degrees, put in your pizza that you want to microwave, and then microwave it and bake it at the same time. So when you take your pizza or whatever that you're baking out, it's cooked fast and it's crispy. Once you've gone and figured out how these microwave oven, convection oven work, and you actually use them, you're addicted. You don't want to go back to the regular microwave. So the lighting in here is all on light switches, by the way. All upgraded to this higher powered LED stuff. And they're all reducible with switches on the lights as well. So you could say, well, I only need one little light because I want to save my battery. You can do that, but they use so little power, you might be fine running them all at the same time. Shower's nice and big in here. Big shower. There's a light in there too. Little windows next to the pillows, so you can look out in the morning and look at the little birds and stuff like that without even getting out of bed. This is for the days that you feel like, I don't want to get out of bed. Roller shades, blackout curtains. So if you want to sleep in, that's another advantage. These blackout curtains, with them closed, you don't get those stray sunlight coming in. Especially if you're driving from west to east, and now you're in a time zone that's 2 hours ahead of you, and you, instead of getting up at 6 in the morning, you're getting up at, the sun is coming up at 4 in the morning because you 2 hours earlier time zone. Those blackout curtains might be nice for you. There's a privacy shade in the bedroom, slide controls, light switches, your air conditioning control for the bedroom air, your air conditioning control for the front air. And this is the Coleman Mach system. We find that these are more reliable, and they do also have these chill grills, these little bypass grills. You can close these off. With these chill grills closed, it forces them to the H-shaped duct network for cross-flow ventilation circulating throughout the coach. But if you're out causing yourself to sweat a lot and you get in and you turn on the AC and you want to get cold really fast, you can open those chill grills and stand underneath it and try to cool down faster. The roof, everything is secured. Floor is looking good, no problems with the floor. Carpet is clean, upholstery is clean, freshly replaced. So in the sleep configuration in the front, we've put the cushions down in the bed. You have a kind of like a full-size dinette, a little bit wider than a twin maybe, and then you have a full queenish full-size over here. This is a tri-fold sofa, which means that you can turn this into a bed in just seconds. Super easy. And so you know what a tri-fold is. That means this whole piece folds up like that, and then you pick up this folds over inside, and getting it out is just as easy. So talking about the seating now, there's seat belts. Here's 2 seat belts, 2 more, and 2 of course in the front. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 seat belts in this motorhome. So you could easily sleep 2 on the queen bed. You could squeeze 2 into the dinette if they're not too big, and you could squeeze 2 onto this tri-fold sofa. You could sleep 6, no problem, but you have seat belts for 8. If you wanted to bring 6 people, it means Two could sit over there or over there. You can jump back and forth to look at the exciting things out the window if you wanted to. Walking through again. The colors are really nice in this motorhome. It has the medium wood. It's not the very dark wood, and it's not the like really light wood, but it's kind of light. The inside is very light in here. Notice we're only using the RV lights. It's kind of late in the evening. It's already 5 p.m. in November. It's getting dark outside. But it's bright inside the motorhome because we got the state-of-the-art lights. Over the driver's seat, you've got reading lights that you can turn on and off at the press of a button. You've got an overhead light which you can turn on from here. So when you get in the driver's seat and you can't see anything, you turn on the light, you can see everything. You've got a pull-out table with power outlets, 12 volt and 110 volt. So if you have the inverter on, there you go. You have cup holders. You've even got cell phone holder in the driver's seat, so you could put your navigation on your phone and use that, or you can use the in-dash navigator. The floor in Jayco's, they look better than in some of the other motorhomes. It's a nice looking floor. It does have some carpet. So people tell me I don't like carpet. Here's the thing. It's a little harder to clean carpet if you have pets and stuff like that. It can be an issue. But on this type of motorhome, it provides insulation between you and the noise and the heat of the engine. So when you put these carpeted slide in, makes it a little bit quieter when you're driving in the motorhome. If you're going to drive it more, it's going to be more enjoyable because you have carpet in here to absorb the sound and insulate you from some of the heat. That's the advantage of it. But it does have carpet. I like carpet myself. So just to show you the burners, this has a 3-burner cooktop. The burners work just fine. They light no problem. I can turn them on low. Usually you don't need all 3 burners. Then you have a tile backsplash behind the kitchen cooking area. Really nice one. This one also has a paper towel holder installed over here. If you do put paper towels in there, you got to be careful to keep them away from the flame. You've got a little wine glass rack here, so you can slip some wine glasses if you have wine glasses. Cabinetry is in excellent condition. The doors are working correctly. Look, a brand new water hose to hook up your RV at the campground. There's actual carpet lining in here, so when you driving around with something rattling around in here, the carpet makes it so it doesn't rattle. It's really good for absorbing noises. Storage overhead, your owner's manual type stuff here. There's a lot of storage in this motorhome, more than average, way more than a C-Class. You know those C-Classes, those ones that look like a van in the front. This one can turn a tighter turn radius because an A-Class is designed to be a big vehicle. So a C-Class makes big wide turns, and then you gotta back up, and where an A-Class might be able to just make a U-turn. The turning radius is really good on A-Class motorhomes, especially short ones like this. Very impressive for maneuvering through parking lots and intersections. So I'm going to wrap it up about the inside, but we want to point out the TVs. This has a cool TV. Right now, the channels you're getting, this is not cable TV, it's not satellite, this is over-the-air broadcast. So digital over-the-air broadcast, that's a 4.2. What's 4.2? That's Monk on 4.2. Very good show. NBC LX, Oxygen Network, 5.1 KTLA, Southern California. So these are from the antenna, which is folded down. You don't even need to put the antenna up. You can watch the old shows. We're actually, on some of the TVs are showing, we're picking up 150 channels of over-the-air broadcasts, and we're not plugged in. This is not cable TV. So you could connect to satellite, and if you go to more remote locations, you may want to do that. That's ABC. Look, we're getting all the major channels and all the sub channels. That's 7.2, 7.4, 9.1, KTLA channel 9. Unfortunately, they're all TV commercials. But yeah, we're getting even channel 11. We're getting over-the-air broadcast. And most of these stations are on Mount Wilson here in Southern California. We're very far from Mount Wilson. It's like 60 to 90 miles away from here. So we're not close, but we're picking up these channels. As you drive across the country, you can auto scan for channels and pick up the channels in the area where you're at. Same thing for the bedroom TV and the outside TV. It picks up over-the-air broadcast, but they do have HDMI plugs in them. So if you open it up, you can plug into the HDMI port and hook up your Fire Stick or Chromecast or Blu-ray player and get the channels that or shows that you want to watch. So we're going on a little test drive of this Jayco motorhome. Start with the side view cameras. I'm going to turn right, so I turn on the right turn signal, and my right side view camera appears in the mirror looking down the side of the motorhome. Plus I have wide convex mirrors. Side view cameras and the mirrors are adjustable. I'm going to accelerate up. The sun is right there. Notice I have this power sunshade lowered down so it doesn't blast me. Because this is a shorter, lighter motorhome, it accelerates really quick. It has a 362 horsepower V10 3-valve per cylinder engine in it, like the big motorhomes, except this is not as big and heavy as those. So it accelerates pretty fast. It's probably ideal if you want to tow a trailer or a vehicle behind, because it's not too heavy, so adding a trailer won't add too much weight to it. We're up high, so we have great visibility. When you turn, you just watch your mirrors and make sure you don't cut too close to the curb with the back tires. This is a very easy to drive motorhome. It's passed the smog inspection this year and every year. You probably won't need another one for 2 to 3 years. We're doing the left turn signal, so we have the left side view camera, which you can see it in the wide convex mirror. Currently the odometer reading is 33,809, 33,000 miles. So we're just cruising along in a residential neighborhood where you might be similar to where you would park your RV if this becomes yours. And because this is a shorter wheelbase, it's very easy to maneuver. As you go through neighborhoods and parking lots, what you have to be careful of is trees that hang out into the roadway over like the entrance of Walmart. You can always drive as far to the left of the road as you need to avoid obstacles. It's actually really easy to drive. There's too much traffic for me to demonstrate backing into a cul-de-sac right now. I like to do that on my videos, but this is easy because you have a backup camera and mirrors on both sides that can see right down the side of the motorhome. Super easy to maneuver and drive. Class A. Much easier to drive than a C-Class motorhome. What you got to understand, here's a picture of a C-Class motorhome. You've seen these everywhere. They have the van in the front, but the wheels turn like that much. Now this is about the same length as a C-Class motorhome, a longer one, but the wheels turn much sharper, which means you can make a tighter turn. I'm gonna see if I can demonstrate it coming around this truck here. We're gonna come out wide and we're gonna turn out maximum turn radius, which is too tight even for that. You can't do that in a C-Class motorhome because they don't turn that sharp, but an A-Class motorhome turns really sharp. Maybe not sharp enough to make a U-turn right here, but as I come around the corner here, there you go. As I wrap up my test drive, that's your backup camera. We're looking at the mirrors, we're backing up, following along the curb there. So let's go inspect the new tires. 6 brand new tires and underneath the dirty side of the motorhome here. Take a look underneath, and it's not that dirty. You have a catalytic converter in excellent condition. Your leveling jacks, all 4. Look, brand spanking new tires. If you go buy new tires, they're not cheap, and these are good Kelly American branded tires. Very smooth riding and stable driving tires. 0 miles on those treads. Ready to take your family safely all around the country. Radiator, engine, no leaks, no funny noises. I mean, it's only 30,000 miles on it. Again, all 6 tires are brand new, freshly installed in 2023. Leveling jacks, coils, leaf springs. That your generator has an exhaust pipe to divert this sound away from the generator. Makes it a little quieter too. The tire treads, you can still see the paint on them from the brand new tires that we put on for you. There was nothing wrong with the old tires except that they were the original ones from the motorhome. So that's your 80-gallon fuel tank. So 80 gallons of fuel can bring with you to go on long trips with infrequent fill-ups. That's your towing package with a 7-pin connector and a 4-pin connector. It's rated for 5,000 pounds towing capacity. Don't forget to go to our website. You see it right there on the license plate frame. These are your plastic cargo compartments. Because they're plastic, they'll never rust or corrode. That's your propane tank, the underside. More of your 6 brand new tires. And these have valve stem extenders, so you can check the pressure to make sure they're up to the task before you leave on a trip, or even in the middle of the trip you can check your pressures. Back to the catalytic converter over here. So now we're going to have a peek in the storage compartments. Those plastic storage compartments, starting in the back, that's your outside entertainment center, of course, with an outside stereo and TV, cool speakers. You have I showed you earlier, the water heater is a instant hot water heater, and those cargo compartments are pretty big compared with a regular RV. There's your house batteries and your leveling jack unit. Over here is cargo storage, and it passes through the other side. It's even got a little organizer trays in there, U-shaped tray, and this one has carpet inside, so if you put something big in the middle it doesn't get damaged, like fishing poles or something like that. Additional storage, and all these storage have little lights in them. Headlights look really good. Stainless steel grill. Look at those headlights. This is not a sun-faded and a neglected coach. This owner took pride of ownership with this unit. Again, mini storage compartment, maxi storage compartment, goes all the way across the other side. So your 8-foot fishing poles or surfboards or something might fit in there. That's that little tray that holds long items. Organizers and lights in there. Your 5,000 watt generator, that's the quieter generator, the 5500. A lot of motorhomes only have the smaller 4,000 watt and a single AC. This has 2 ACs and a bigger, quieter generator. That's your dumping connections for your black and gray tank. Nice and clean connection area there. Your additional connection area. Full RV water filter back there. And easy switching valves to make filling the tank and stuff like that easy. Is a signal filter to protect your RV from static and surges and things like that. The surge protector. Another look at that water heater. Instant hot water heater. Tankless water heater. Now we're up on the roof, reminding you this has awnings over the slide out. Now we did reseal the roof. All the little gaps on the edge of the roof where it meets the holes that they put the vents and the air conditionings, those kind of things, we resealed them with a fresh treatment of, they call it lap sealant, so that there's no chance that water's going to intrude into the coach, and to protect it from water damage. That's something you want to check every year, but we did that for you for this coach, so nothing to worry about here. And there's a good look at the 2 roof air conditioners and your weatherproof vent covers. So even if you forgot to close the roof vent, sometimes you leave your RV in the storage or something, you go home and the windstorm comes by, and those vent covers, if they don't have the weatherproof covers over them, they can vibrate open, and then the rain comes and then you have water damage. But we've weatherproofed the roof, so you shouldn't have any problems. Weatherproof vent covers, resealed gaps. We put a brand new patio awning. The main patio awning is a brand new fabric because there were a couple pinholes in it, and we didn't want that to fall apart on you at the wrong time, so we went ahead and changed that. We did several $1,000s of service to this rig so that you don't have to whip out your checkbook if you buy it now. That's your digital antenna. Lots of windows, big windows in Jayco gives you big windows compared with some of the other coaches. So as we wrap it up, just a reminder, this one has the outside TV, entertainment system, has the heavy duty towing package back here. Tow package is rated 5,000 pounds with the 7-pin connector and the 4-pin connector. Go to my website, see if this RV is still available. The website is mybestcar.com, and my YouTube channel is spelled exactly the same without the dot. So if you go on YouTube, you can search for my channel, mybestcar.com, without the dot, and find this video. If you're paying for the vehicle, the check is to the order of a buyer's choice. That's the company name. My name is Mike Johnson. Thank you for watching. If you have questions and the vehicle is available, this motorhome, give me a call between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. An appointment is required if you want to see it in person. You must call for an appointment at least 1 hour, if not the day before, if you want to see it in person. You can call 951-681-2101. That is a landline number that will reach me. You cannot text to that number. That's a landline phone call number. Thank you for watching.